I'll make it fast. Skip Davis, Hubert Davis, old Hornet from 64, graduated from Cal State Fullerton 69. I've been a property owner in Fullerton for 46 years, multiple properties, houses. I used to own the corner of Euclid and Commonwealth. I now own, my wife and I own a property across the street from you, the law office, and the Two Saucy Broads Pizza. 8 days ago, we got this letter, and it was blindsided. We wrote a letter to the commission here, and basically, I'm going to quote some of it. My wife and I, Holly, own the property across the street. We've owned that property since 1986. We received this letter 8 days ago. I don't know if, I'm sure you've looked at the letter, but I mean, I tell you, this lady is good with words. I mean, she's calculated, tricky, misleading, deceiving. Says that she sent out letters to all the property owners. We didn't get a letter. We're readily available to get letters. She says that she's got a list of 29 people here. It doesn't say how many of them are property owners. Nowhere in this letter does it say this is a property tax. Nowhere in the letter does it say this is a property tax. There's going to be a tax on small business owners like myself. I've owned this property across the street for 30 years. I paid $100,000 in property taxes in that 30 years. I paid $100,000 in improvements on that property in the last 30 years. I probably hundreds of thousands of dollars in payments so that I could pay it off. And this is my retirement. And now somebody got an idea because, and I heard it tonight, the city of Fullerton got challenges. The challenges are budgetary challenges. Let's go after the real estate guys that own little properties and let's get the money out of them. That's not the way this should be. This is my retirement. If I was a fireman, nobody could go to the fireman and say, I want part of their money for their retirement. They can't do that, you know. I'm passionate about this thing, but I go on and on. We don't. Look at this letter, and it says we were hired by. It says a task by the city council. That means hired by the city council to go out there and get solution to these challenges facing people off the street, business owners, and so forth and so on. I question how many people on this list are property owners. How many people are going to be stuck with that tax? Sure, anybody that's a tenant will say, "Oh, I'd love to have this. I'd love to have that," and then they bury it under property, parking management. Nowhere does it say anything about a tax in this letter. Nowhere in this agenda does it say anything about a tax. This is what this is about. It's about a property tax, and this is what we voted against. We voted against property taxes. We voted against bureaucracies, and that's why I drove 100 miles tonight to come down here and say my word, because it's deceiving. It's deceiving that you should go after somebody's livelihood so that you can fix the challenges put on by whatever mistakes were made by this city. And we got on the internet, and we've only had 8 days to look at this. I mean, we've had 30 bars with no CPIs or whatever they call it, and now they got problems. So we're going to go after the property owners and get a tax. I mean, I'm just so livid I can't see straight, you know. Minute and 38 seconds. What am I going to say? You know, I don't have any problems. I don't have any challenges with my property. I take care of my property. I don't have any solutions that have to be resolved by somebody else and create a bureaucracy of and I'm a director for 3,500 homes in Red Hawk. I know what happens when you get these bureaucratic people spending your money. Third of it goes to administration. None of it ever siphons back down to the job that's really needed. You know, you guys need to protect us. We're the small business owners. This is my retirement. You know, this is a property tax. It's being facaded as anything but that. A parking management or infrastructure organization, blah, 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 blah. I am just so livid with this tax shit. I mean, I work my goddamn life off. I'm not a public employee. What I have is what I made and what I worked for, and you guys are out to get it. You are out to get it, and it just irks the shit out of me. I'm sorry.
You need to address the council, and please avoid profanity. But
I'm sorry. I'm done.
Otherwise, we get your passion, and
I'm done. You got the point.
You lived up to your moniker of being an old Hornet, I think, very much. But I did appreciate your comments. Thank you.